My name is Derek G. Jack is here. Say hello, Jack. He's playing what sounds like Digimon. Okay. Ah, what are you going to be playing tonight? Okay, so we're basically going to be playing the same thing. Anyway, okay, I'm not going to be streaming on weekends, just to let you guys know I made that decision today. I wanted to allow myself some time to decompress, because sometimes my weeks can be a little stressful. It has nothing to do with the streaming, it's just life in general, life happens. This weekend I'm actually going to be watching 5 movies, and doing a little demo of Tekken 7 to see if I even want to try to buy it or just play around with it and send it back to the library. But my movie lineup, just in case you guys are curious, is Valerian, Baywatch, The Legend of Tarzan, Pitch Perfect 2, and Warcraft. I know that's a very eclectic little collection there, but this is just me. So we're starting the vanilla playthrough. I'm going to actually take it back down to normal difficulty because I don't have my mods. In my modded game I play it at, as you saw, very hard, because otherwise my gameplay would be way too easy. But when it's just vanilla, normal is hard enough. So, as it says in the title of this video, it's going to be working on the last 3 trophies I have for the game on PlayStation. Getting every magazine in the game, and getting all the bobbleheads. Excuse me. Of course, during the very beginning, we're not going to be setting right off to doing all that, because I have to build the character up. Plus, the 3 trophies I haven't done are Nuka World, which is a minimum of level 30 when you go in there. Though they do recommend,
War never changes.
Farther up than that. I think I have an easier time if I'm like level 35. Usually.
Right.
Okay. Do that face. I always do that face. Yeah, let's do chestnut brown this time.
In your hair?
I want that one that's called Waster, but you don't get that choice in the beginning.
This new haircut's really working for me.
You have to go into Diamond City get your haircut,
That's my handsome guy.
Okay. You're excused.
I clean up pretty nice.
I did that, didn't I?
There's
Anyway.
something different. What is it?
I like that one.
Yeah, not bad.
Can you hear that, the dishwasher? Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Because I can hear it through my headset, so... Oh, just in case you guys are curious, the reason why you can hear me talking a second time, Jack does not have a headset currently, so I can hear myself through his television, because he does have a PlayStation camera, so... That's why. I just letting them know, because, you know, there is an actual echo. When I talk, you can hear myself talking over myself a little bit.
So handsome.
I didn't want people to be all weirded out by it.
Not bad. Not bad.
There's my strapping husband. Hey, my turn, big guy.
It never fails. The minute I start talking to you, or streaming, or both, or just playing my game in general, the dog comes out here and starts whining at me. Ducky, stop wolfing out the door. Weirdo. Hello? No, I thought there was somebody in the kitchen behind me, like Mom or something. Okay. I do not understand the clothing that they put, that they put Nora in. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's got a really high waistline, and so it makes her look like she's got like no hips or whatever.
My beautiful wife.
I know that was the style back then. I just don't understand it.
Let me just slide in here.
No, Ducky. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down, dude. Damn.
Good old USA.
Good morning, sir. Your coffee.
What, do you have to go outside? Do
105.5 degrees Fahrenheit.
you have to go potty?
Perfection.
Really? Back up.
Today's newspaper just
Wait a second.
Thanks, Cosworth.
Of course, sir.
Alright, I'll be right back. Get down. I'm back. Thank you. What, did you not talk?
Grognak the Barbarian and the Jungle of the Bat Babies. My favorite.
It's okay. Last night while I was playing the game after you'd gone to bed and everything, after the movie was over, I was going, da 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 da, and I was like, just.
You know, I was nervous at first, but Codsworth's really good with Sean.
Yeah. Pardon me. I'm drinking Diet Mountain Dew. Yeah. You know, that's this probably Diet Dr. Pepper. I think that's a Pepsi product. And Diet Pepsi. Those are the things to be drinking if I ever want like a lifetime supply of it or something. Yeah.
Can you get that? It's probably that salesman. He comes for you every day.
What, Mom?
Good morning.
Yeah, probably.
Small calling.
Good morning.
Mom said if that's all I drank, I'd probably have a shorter
Just look at that
lifetime.
sky out there. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days.
Now that she's back in the
It's a
back of the
matter
house,
of
I'll take a
utmost
hit from my
urgency,
medicine.
I assure you.
Hope that helps with my shoulder.
Then I'm glad you caught up with me.
Oh, me too. You have no idea. Now,
For
I
some
know you're a
reason,
busy
my
fellow,
body
so I won't
is
take up much of your time.
having me
Time
lay on my
being
left-hand side.
A precious commodity.
Like
I'm
I'll
here
wake up
today
on my
to
left
tell you
side,
that because of your
and my
family
arm
service to our
does
country,
not like the way
you
that
have
I
been
lay on it when
pre-selected
that
for
happens.
entrance into the local vault.
I'm one of those people where I lay on my right side,
Heaven.
and my right arm is directly, like almost directly above my head, while I'm laying on my side. Well, my right arm is fine with that. It doesn't cause any issues or aches or pains or
Now,
anything.
you're already cleared
But my
for
left
entrance
arm, when that
in the
happens, when it's
unforeseen event
positioned
of,
like that, it ends up sore
atomic annihilation.
from the shoulder all the way down.
I just need to verify some information. That's all.
No, it's not. It's
Sure.
because the tendons in that
What
shoulder
is?
are
What
tighter
is?
than the ones in my right.
Let's see.
And it pinches nerves and stuff too, which sucks. Alright! What should I name my character? You do not get a vote. That was horrible. We're gonna name him Lyle Clampett. A other universe cousin of the Clampetts from, frickin' Beverly Hillbillies. Actually, that one can go down to 2. This one goes up to 5. 6. That goes to 6. Okay, and then the other things go up to 3.
Wonderful. That's everything.
My charisma is at
Just
8, my
walk
intelligence
this
is
over
at
to the
6,
vault.
everything else except for
Congratulations
luck
on
is at
being
3.
prepared
Luck is
for
at
the
2.
future.
Thanks
Yeah.
again.
It's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Sean, no price is too high.
Good answer.
I have my moments.
Did you? I don't know if you noticed this. I didn't start noticing it until recently myself, but every single face choice for Nate or Nora shares features with
You
each
heard
other.
Codsworth. Go on.
Yeah, because like I've done just about every face for Nora you can. This time she's like this Spanish or East Indian looking type woman, and whenever she smiles, the faces all have some of the same types of features that I notice. It's yeah. And I know it's the same for Nate.
How are the two most important men in my life doing? Spin the mobile a bit. He loves that.
But then again, look at how many celebrity lookalikes there are in the world, you know? So, there's only so many features and
Much better now, huh?
combinations
Listen,
in
after
genetics.
breakfast, I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
Okay. I won't be able to look at it until after the stream's done.
Followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions.
You should look at the interior part of the windows in all the rooms. You'll notice that they don't open.
Oh, no.
We do have coming in.
The windows do not open.
Confirmed reports, I repeat, confirmed reports
Yeah.
of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
Oh, my God.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
I've got you.
Codsworth, stay safe, buddy.
And your family as well, sir.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered, evacuate to Vault 111 immediately.
Apple bottom jeans, boots with the furs. Anyway. No, it's just Nora's butt right now is just, apple bottom, basically. You know what they're talking about when they describe a girl's butt that way, right? They used to call it a heart-shaped ass. You basically take a heart and you put it upside down and, yeah.
We need to get in. We're on the list.
Now they call them apple bottoms.
Adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Good luck,
You
ma'am.
two, follow me.
God
Come
help us
on.
all.
What's going to happen to all those people outside the
We're doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving.
I wonder what would happen if I stood where the... If I die, I die. Oh, damn, I didn't die. Alright. The vertibird landed on my head and it didn't kill me. Yeah. If you want, like tomorrow after this is done
Almost there.
archiving,
We're gonna be okay.
or maybe the day after,
I love you.
you could go and watch it.
We love you
I
too.
literally said, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, and I just stood right where it's gonna land, and it landed on my head, and all I did was move it to the side.
Hold on. Oh, God. Oh, God.
I thought for sure it'd squish me, you know? And I'd have to start the whole thing all over again. Other Derek came over and talked to me yesterday, and he wanted to know about the mods I was using, and so I went into the mod list and I told him what each one of them was about and the name of them. But apparently, between his internet and my internet and the resolution of my stream, he couldn't read them.
Everyone, please step off the elevator and proceed up the stairs in an orderly
Well,
fashion.
I stream in like, I think it's 360p or something like that, or 380.
Vault 111.
So that already it's like a kind of a low resolution, and then
Yes, up the stairs.
I get crappy internet sometimes, and then if their internet connection's also kind of crappy, they won't get a very good picture.
Step over to the table and take a seat.
You'll need your seat before we can take you.
Thanks. What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
Nora is magic. She teleports. Oh yeah.
This is our
You'll
new
be
home.
you'll see her at on the lift, and you'll go up the stairs and stuff. And if you turn around, she's just now, she's either still on the lift or she's starting to come up the stairs, but she's like usually blocked by other people. And then you grab the vault suit from the vault tech lady,
How long have you been
and suddenly there's Nora right beside you.
We'll be going over all that in orientation. Just a few
She's
medical
magic.
items we have to get through first. Checking everyone off the list. Prepared for the future, right?
You know what would be really kind of awesome to play?
Just step in here and
A first person kind of like Fallout where you can do first or third person, but Harry Potter RPG. Like you start out as a student in their like last semester of 7th year, and then you go to start fighting in the Wizarding War or whatever, and you have to choose sides or whatever. They could do moral choices, the whole 9 yards. They could do the whole thing, and it wouldn't even have to be the Voldemort War either. This could be set like hundreds of years after Harry Potter lived. It'd be really awesome. Because you could craft potions, you could make new inventions, you could experiment with things, you could learn new spells, because Hogwarts only gives you the basics. After that you're expected to learn new things on your own, and so you could travel around trying to get spells and stuff like that from people by doing quests or whatever. It'd make a really great game.
put your vault suit on.
Because there's more weapons than just wands in the Wizarding world.
Honey, could you help me?
Swords and daggers and
Who's
potions.
my little guy? I'm not going for
I mean, even the twins. Well, I don't think they've ever mentioned staffs in Harry Potter, but they could be in there.
Hey, hon.
Go ahead. I just want to give Sean a moment.
Yeah. Or if they wanted to, they could go backwards. And you could choose to play one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts in your quest to get permission to build it and the funds to do it and all that stuff.
Resident secure. Occupant vitals.
Because back when the founders were founding Hogwarts, it really was medieval times, where they would use wands and modern, at the time, melee weapons like swords and stuff. It'd be awesome. I fully believe that since, there's now 20 years worth of generations of Harry Potter fans out there, that it would probably sell very well if it was made correctly. Did you know that? It's been 20 years since the second book came out. That means it's been 21 years since the first one came out, yeah. It's crazy. Because it doesn't feel like that long ago. But then again, I graduated high school 20 years ago this year. So, it just doesn't feel like that long. It feels like practically yesterday. Despite all the shit that I've gone through and all the things that I've done in my life since then. Your reunion's not for another, 5 years, right? Yeah, I was 18. Because I'm turning 38, you're turning 33, right? You're turning 34, so I was almost 21 when the second book came I was almost 19 when the first one came out. 1998, I was 18. I'm almost exactly 5 years older than you. Yeah. So you were in 8th grade when I graduated high school.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, God!
You were moving on from junior high when I was moving on from high school. That's just bad. So if I, if I actually, was born in your family and not just your brother from another mother or whatever, I would have to be the twin brother of your sister, dude. Yeah, dude, I'm not. No. Who knows what I would have been like, dude? Like, seriously, because you are the way you are. But like, if I had been born the twin of your sister, who knows? Right? I could have ended up being like a total bastard to you. So I'm kind of glad that I am who I am then. Picking up everything. Picking up everything! Do you know why I'm picking up everything? Because I do not have the cheat container, so I have to build everything from the actual junk that I find. Yes. Actually makes a lot of difference. I am totally I've got a song stuck in my head from this soundtrack for this game. Even though I haven't listened to the radio at all in the game yet. I've got The Wanderer stuck in my head. Told you, dude. Every single time I play this game, I Wanderer either goes through my head or it gets played on the radio. I only speak English, I'm sorry, I don't know what that means. Send me a message in a foreign language that I do not even know what language it is. Yeah, and I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I think I will mispronounce at least part of it. Yeah, or all of it. I'm not making fun, I just don't know what language it is and I don't do foreign languages, I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I pissed somebody off the other day because I think they were speaking to me in German, and I think I answered them in Dutch. Or they were speaking to me in Russian and I spoke back to them in German. I only know parts of German and parts of Spanish. It's not, and those aren't even enough to really, do much with. My German goes yes, and I only speak English. That's it. Those are the only things in German I know. In Spanish, I only know enough to ask for the bathroom, ask for beer, say I speak English. Yes and no. Ah, you're Dutch. Okay. See, all I know is Spreken Sie English and Nein, and I know Nein is no in German. But I think Spreken Sie English is Dutch, but I'm not sure. Well, just don't say it then. Yeah. I want to make sure I didn't miss that freaking... I don't know. There's a girl that works at my local CVS. Her name is Jessica, and she's pretty cool. And she can speak Spanish as fast as a native speaker. And I told her that I knew poquito English, and that means little English, or So I said, I said poquito español. That's what I said, not English. And that means little Spanish. And she went blah, 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 at me, and I'm like, what the hell? What did you say? Because I couldn't. I told her. I was like, she said she's dyslexic, just like you are. And I said, with your dyslexia with reading is I have dyslexia when it comes to the foreign languages. I will eventually learn to read and or speak the language if I'm learning in a classroom, but I won't understand it when it's spoken to me. And that I took 3 years of first year Spanish and failed 2 of the 3 years. Hence the 3 years of first year Spanish. But yeah, my brain just does not compute languages. At least not that way. I'm pretty sure I'd probably pick up foreign languages, foreign to English anyway. If I was living with, and having to speak it as a survival trait. But just learning it in a classroom, I don't retain it at all. Oh, cool! There's a loading screen talking about the that one model of the 10mm that you can get from the Tunnel Snakes DLC. Ooh, I'm the kind of guy that likes to roam around. I'm telling you, I got that stuck in my head, dude. It's all the way up to where they go, the Wanderer, the one, and then it goes right back to I'm the type of guy, yeah, it's on a loop in my head. Makes me kind of want to watch Lost Girl from the beginning all over again. But I know if I tried to do that right now, I'd probably find myself really bored. So are you playing from the very beginning again as well? Okay. It just made it back out of Vault 111 and walked into Sanctuary. And I discovered something. It's not that my triangle button is going bad. I'm just hitting it too fast for it to register.
Yes.
I'm gonna sniffle in everybody's ear for the rest of the night. No, we had Texas weather here. Well, no. I mean, I know, I said Texas weather, but I'm going to explain what I mean, because, like, I don't know if you get the reference. I'm pretty sure you've never been to Texas, but it actually, at one point today, was raining down, like, hardcore, and being sunny at the same time.
Got it.
Yeah, I call it Texas weather because the first time I ever ran into it, that I can remember, was when I was driving home from Kansas with my grandfather, and we were driving through Amarillo, and we were driving on a concrete road, not asphalt, concrete, and then it started raining, and I already have a hard time seeing the lines on asphalt roads, okay? Concrete, impossible. My grandfather literally had to walk me through following a tractor trailer. You know, the big rigs. So I knew how to keep in my lane. Because I couldn't see the lines at all. It happens because my eyes are light sensitive. It blows chunks, but it is what it is. I mean, even today, when I left the house, it wasn't raining, but I knew I had to haul ass because I could see the storm coming in, and I didn't beat it back, and so I wasn't trying to sit. I was trying to haul ass because I knew the minute it started raining that I was gonna have a hard time seeing the road. And sure enough, I was only part of the way home when it started pouring again, and I could barely see the lines on the road.
Don't think I can pick this.
The jewel green, the green,
Great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City Radio. The only reason they call it Diamond City is because they live in a baseball diamond, and all the people who live there don't even remember what baseball actually was, let alone a baseball diamond. Yeah. Well, they call the bats swatters, and then they totally believe that baseball was actually like hella violent and shit. And if you try to tell them differently, they tell you it's boring, and that they like their version better or whatever. It's funny. I try to correct him just because of that. What? I guess Mom asked me where the dog was. But I didn't hear her completely because I was talking. Apparently Gibbs was hiding. Okay. I'm hearing the radio. Yeah. Ha ha! You did not get that shit off. Oh, I went haha, you did not get that shit off because I shot a bloatfly just as it was starting to shoot larvae at me. By the way, I gotta say, that's kind of a gross attack, you know? Shooting their own babies at you? Yeah, blowflies shoot larvae at you, their own babies. I fully believe that I'd feel better if they were shooting, like, poop at us or something. What?
That's it.
You keep broken up. You said one of the male, female. Are you talking about the picture? Okay. Why didn't you take a group shot? Because you can actually take a group shot. Oh, you just got a little closer angles as well. All right. I really like the fact that this game actually incorporates things from both Fallout 3 and New Vegas. Yeah, because New Vegas, even though it was published by Bethesda, was actually created by the original Obsidian Entertainment Company that made the first games. And that's why it wasn't Fallout 4. That's why it came out as Fallout New Vegas. And but the fact that they that Bethesda, when they made 4, intentionally put references to New Vegas into it is just really classy, I think. Because they could have just said, you know, yeah, you had this game, but, you know, it's not part of the lore. You know, they could have been complete dicks about it. You brought this on yourself, Ducky. Go lay down.
Nice.
told my therapist about how I'm trying to be a little bit more productive, so I started streaming again and everything, and she was really happy about it. And that mom's helping me with helping me keep active, so I'm not like becoming dismotivated. Or unmotivated. That's not what I was pointing at, you stupid game. I was trying to pick up a coffee cup and I sat on a stool.
Excellent.
Because I keep forgetting I can't point directly at it, because otherwise it gets into the stools thing. I have to point like slightly away from it. So stupid, but it is what it is. You need to get a headset, dude. I'll be less likely to overhear what Mom's saying if you get a headset. I'm gonna stand in the hedges.
Live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Codsworth? You're still here. So, other people can still be alive too.
Well, of course I'm still here. Surely you don't think a little radiation could deter the pride of General Atomics International? But you seem the worse for wear. Best not.
Oh yeah, he hints at it, yeah.
Where is the missus, by the way?
The Vault-Tec guy at the beginning of the game also looks like the guy who was the head of the creation of it.
I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm
No, I mean,
It's been ages since we've
Howard, the guy that is the director
or perhaps
at Bethesda.
Sean does so love that game.
The Vault-Tec guy looks like him. Doesn't look exact, but it looks familiar enough that if you put them side by side, you'd be like, oh my goodness, you know.
Sean's been kidnapped.
You could probably do that on your phone and look up, you know,
I'm going to get
the guy that helped create the Todd Howard. That's what his name is. You look up Todd Howard and look at the Vault-Tec guy and look at Todd Howard and you'd be like, whoa.
I'm afraid.
200 years? What? Are you?
200 years, you've been underground, you still got a tan, dude. You still got a tan.
The Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer.
Yeah, I chose the tanned color for his skin tone.
Centuries late for dinner. Ha!
So it looks like he actually spends time outside.
Perhaps I can whip you up a snack. You must be famished.
And his hair is auburn brown
Codsworth.
with blue eyes.
A little bit weird.
Auburn is auburn brown, or chestnut is actually what it's called. It's like a really warm reddish brown color.
Centuries with no one to talk to.
It's got like a red tint to it, but it's more brown.
Spent the fun.
Uh-huh.
Don't get me started.
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead. I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise. But then
Well, we know he'll say
everything happened.
cock, so
Thank you, Codsworth.
You're welcome. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood?
he will not say Lyle or clamp it.
Dawn may turn up yet.
Codsworth, I already looked.
And Lyle spelled like Kyle, except for the K at the beginning is an L. It's not like it's a complicated name.
You can't give up, sir. What about the city?
Thanks for your help, Codsworth.
Good luck, sir. I shall remain here and secure the home.
Yeah, secure the home front, my ass. Oh man, one of the times that I was playing a vanilla game, I ended up having to start all over again because I accidentally scrapped one of my workbenches. Yeah, I totally didn't mean to. It happened because I forgot that I was playing vanilla game, and in my modded game, I can build the crafting benches from the very start. It doesn't require me to be putting points into local leader at all. I do really dislike the fact that I can't get rid of the bushes and brambles and stuff so that they don't come through my floor. So I either have to build over the grass somewhere, or I have to raise the bottom up until the grass doesn't come up through it. I can't believe you only get 2 concrete for that big ass pile of concrete blocks, dude. In one of the houses, there's a pile of concrete blocks, and considering you get 2 concrete from just 1 block, and this is like, it looks like a stack of like at least 4. You only get 2 concrete from it. It counted as 1 brick instead of it counting it as the 4 it is. Oh wait. You're just now starting the game? Wow, I'm already clearing out Sanctuary. Talked to Codsworth already and everything. I think since this is a vanilla game, I'll stay in Sanctuary instead of trying to build my own place somewhere. It's less nerve-wracking doing it that way, considering that I have to build from resources that I find and everything, so... Oh god, if you listen to what the Vault Tech guy says when you go to talk to yeah, cuz he's totally like, I am Vault Tech, you know. And he totally believes the spiel that they gave him as a salesman. That everybody that works for the company, every salesperson, whatever, they are Vault Tech. That if without them, that they could never be around, and all. You know, every company gives that spiel to their people, you know, because technically it is true. But yeah, in emergencies, you know, whether it's financial or, you know, in this case, the bombs dropping, you become nobody if you're not, you know, high up. And even then, only a handful, I think, of actual, like, Vault Tech bigwigs survived themselves. So, you know. Taking all the fences out. I'm gonna delete all of the dog houses except for one. So the dog meat can be left there, because in the vanilla game he is completely and totally worthless. He barely kills rad roaches, dude. I said that dog meat's completely useless in a vanilla game, and then you kind of snickered, and I said, what, he can barely kill rad roaches, you know? Well, it doesn't help that they set his vanilla damage to like 1 or 2 per second. 1 or 2, yeah, 1 or 2 damage per second in a German Shepherd. I cannot wait for them to come out with. I'm hoping they eventually, someday, come out with a pit bull skin for the dogs. I think that would be really, really cool. They wouldn't call it Pitbull though, because the actual breed name, Pitbull's like a street name or a nickname or whatever. The actual name of the breed is Staffordshire Terrier. Yes, it's one of my favorite breeds. I like the Staffordshire Terrier. I like the Bullnose Terrier, which is, you know, Spud McKenzie. A lot of the dogs I like are terrier breeds, which is like actually really funny, because terrier breeds are generally more energetic than other breeds. You know, like more hyperactive and everything. And I am so not an active person. The breeds that are actually good for people like us, where we can't really walk or play a lot, is actually like Boston Terriers. Boston Terriers are total lap dogs. They're more happy just being there with you, cuddling or whatever, than they are, you know, playing or going for walks. We got our guys here, the Chihuahua Jack Russells, for free, basically. My friend Jeremy, you know, he was roommates with these breeders, or I don't think they were intentionally breeding the dogs, but anyway, their dogs decided to breed, and he was able to get one of their litter for us, and then we ended up with 2 of them because nobody wanted Gibbs. They called him Devil Dog. And it wasn't because of his disposition. He's actually a very sweet dog. It's just the way No, no, no. The way his spots and stuff were made him look weird to people.
Clean water market. Straight from the filter.
And so he
Next song.
nobody wanted him. And so we got him. He was also the runt. Yeah, but most people, you know, they don't want the runt. They want, you know, big strong dog. Trust me, the last two dogs that I've owned myself, because Gibbs was supposed to be my dog, have been the runts. My other dog Spike that I gave up when we moved into this trailer, he was the runt of his litter, and he got pretty damn big actually. But then again, from what the rescue people could tell, his dad was probably a Labrador. So somehow a Labrador and a Dachshund, you know, wiener dog, bred. Don't know how that worked. Ain't gonna complain it. But that's what he looked like. He looked like he was as big. He got pretty damn big. He had tall legs, long body. He got longer than even a Labrador. So like is normally. So with the build that he's got, and so he could totally tell he's like, you know, some kind of wiener dog and something else. And then he ended up with long hair and a Dachshund shaped head. It was funny. He was very much a mutt, but I really loved him. And the only reason I gave him up instead of bringing him here with us is because he had bonded to my mom's boyfriend's wiener dog and Scooter, and Mom had to give Scooter up too because as much as she loved him, she didn't want to fight her ex over him. So that's how we ended up with Gibbs and Ducky. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. That's not possible. Sean would have known that though, and with the way Sean and the Institute are, they would not have treated that synth very well. Now, the Sean synth, the little boy synth, I could believe that with, because he was experimenting with the emotional reaction of the child when you first get into the Institute. He wanted to see how the synth would react to that situation if it thought it was Sean. So like, you know, that I could believe that part. If that one was being run like that, yeah, I could believe that. But not the dad and the mom, or the mom, you know, dad or mom or whatever you play. I can't believe that would be something substantial like that, because one, Sean would had to have commissioned synths that look like his parents, and no, the way that it ended up being done, has a much more emotional meaning about how people reflect upon their life when they know they're gonna die. Because that's the whole motivation for Sean even releasing you. The synth thing's not right. No. Unless you can actually point towards viable Twitter or interviews with Todd Howard where he says this, it's bullshit. Somebody trying to take fan rumors and theories and turn it into fact, and that's not right. That'll confuse a lot of people. I'm bring them up closer because I'm going to use them in a little bit. See, I'm going to build the settler's place close to the house where the workshop is. And then I'm going to build mine back closer to the river and lake area in that cul-de-sac. That way, when I pop in, I'll still be fairly close to where my house is. Because I'm not going to set my teleport to be inside my house, since I'm going to have to work with Carla and buy in supplies from her as well as other things. So. Right now I'm pulling the two chairs and the two flamingos that I pull from the backyard of the house, 2 doors down. Yeah, 2 doors down from pre-war place. You know me and those damn flamingos. You know, that would be a good thing to add into a culture club. Is different types of flamingos, because they make them in different colors, you know. You can get them online in black, blue, the traditional pink, you know, whatever color you can possibly imagine. You can get the flamingos in. Yeah. You could do that, or you could even have oh, you know, it'd be kind of cool. Posters for the different brands, you know, not like the ones they've already made, but like those minimalist, you know, posters like they do for the movies, but for the different brands of the Fallout world. Since Nuka World introduces characters from the Capital Wasteland, or at least one character anyway, and McCready's from the Capital Wasteland, they could do posters from the Capital Wasteland. They could, since this is set 10 years after the first one, they could technically, since somebody in a creation club could technically have traders come in with, like, you know, Bethesda-approved lore about what's going on in the Commonwealth and what happened to the lone wanderer and stuff like that. Yeah, because they could do the most popular ending. Like, most of the time, the most popular ending was the good ending. And so they could, like, you know, say, yeah, you know, this, that, and the other thing, and they would have to explain in more detail, why Maxon did what he did. Because you got to remember, the Brotherhood of Steel that shows up here is the same people from the Capital Wasteland. So, like, and they don't really explain very well why Maxon, you know, other than they lost direction, and, you know, but he doesn't really, like, say what they were up to. And the last I had heard, the Brotherhood of Steel from the Capital Wasteland was helping distribute water to people. So, yeah. I gotta look up the map of Massachusetts and Capital. I think the Capital Wasteland is below the Commonwealth. I think Boston's north of there. But like I said, I'd have to look it up on a map again. Geography is actually a subject that I'm good at, but I haven't looked at a map of the United States in a while. New what? What the hell is Nunavut? Alright. It sounds like a made-up word. Canada's weird, dude. Don't get me wrong, I like a lot of Canadians. You and your mom or some of them. But the whole country's just strange. Bless you, Mom. You showed me the bagged milk. And my mom thought that was a great idea, by the way. Yeah, and then you showed me a photo of it, and I'm just like, the fuck? Well, dude, I've run into boxed milk, and even that was fairly new to me. And then you come up with bagged milk, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then Mom pointed out that used to be like that here too. A little bit. You used to be able to get like bagged milk or milk in a container where that you'd pour into your own pitcher and stuff. And I didn't know that because by the time I remember anything, we already had the plastic jugs. It's just like, whoa. It blew my mind, so yeah. But hey, it's awesome. It's starting to get dark in game. that's how long it's taking for me to freaking completely scrap everything in Sanctuary that I'm allowed to anyway. Which is less than I. Yeah. At least it takes less time than if I had the mod on and was scrapping the entire thing. But then again, if I had my mods on, I wouldn't have to be doing this at all. Because I have the cheat container mod. Which gives me every single resource that I could possibly want to use. I can scrap it all. What are you gonna do? No, I was singing along with the radio that I just picked up and put into the settlement inventory. It was doing that song where it's like, and what are you gonna do? So. Yeah. It's because I was like kind of semi-mumbling it. Because I don't sing very well with my new voice. I haven't gotten used to it. My voice cracks a lot more often right now too because of the weirdness. Hoping this visit isn't just blowing smoke up my ass to stop me from bitching them out. Hoping it actually does something to get me back on testosterone. Because as Mom pointed out, you know, osteoporosis is the least of my worries. Mom apparently did some research and found out that being without hormones to help regulate my body, it could cause a recurrence of my cancer.
Undecided by Ella Fitzgerald.
Yeah. It's one of the things I try not to think about.
And now, a word for several from our sponsors. Commonwealth Weaponry.
It can also cause a lot more trouble with my hernia. Because part of the jobs of hormones is to help with muscle mass and retention. So, if my muscles become weaker, I might end up with a worse hernia. Well, even worse than it already is. Now, I will say one thing. I like the expanded border mod that I took off. I'm probably gonna put it back on. The one that expands everything but Bunker Hill. Because it allows me to scrap all of the picket fence out of the settlement if I want. Because the way it's set up now, only certain parts of the fence in certain areas can you scrap because of the weirdness with the property lines. if it had been me, I also would have made the interior of the unfinished bunker scrappable. Yeah, yeah. Take your meds, dude. Mm-hmm. Okay. Really? You're gonna make me get down onto the ground in order to put this in, huh? Alright. I'm building all the floors, and then I'm gonna take some of them up so that I can put the walls on without having to fight with them. That way they're built and I don't have to worry about running out of resources for them. Really? Alright. Two, three, 5, 6. So this, that, that. Alright. Yeah, because I'm still gonna build with the warehouse materials to build their walls and stuff, since I can more easily build individual rooms with it. It's just like they're not gonna end up with anything fancy. They're getting an enclosed bunkhouse. Yeah, it's just because of how much resources it costs and how hard glass is to find. I'm building 6 rooms. That way everybody will have one, including Sheffield, in the main bunkhouse. And then I'm going to make the growing part open air. They'll still have garden plots for the for everything, but come on, really? Thought I put a frickin' roof there. I did. Piece of shit. Oh, the damn game made me put a second roof onto this one room in order to get the damn game to put a roof in there. So I had to waste resources to do that. Yeah. Oh. Really? Oh, the game being the game. It's having a hard time with putting a piece of floor in where I want it. Just because it had a wall next to it. It's the trying to combine the wood the shack foundation from the wood section with walls from the warehouse section. It'll work up to a certain point, and then you just kind of have to fight with it. It's just like the shack foundations will only connect in a certain way as well. They just like to give me a hard time. I keep trying to get them all to go in the same direction, right? You know, all the boards on the floor, and it just won't. They won't connect that way, and I don't know why. They just won't. Drives me nuts, to tell you the truth. That is not where you're supposed to go. Piece of shit wall, really? Why won't you go where you're supposed to go? Really? Because... Really? I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, and it's just because of the way that the game snaps or refuses to snap. It's not the first time it's frustrated me. It won't be the last time it frustrates me. Okay. Why? Okay. Oh, right, right, Sanctuary. Gotcha. What are you giggling at? I said, what are you giggling at? I'm just like, why would you want to rob your own house? And then my brain, said he means this. Oh, right. Hey, it happens. It's 'cause you're mean. That happens, especially after you talk to him, and then he starts. I know. I was saying especially after, not just because you haven't, you whatever, I was just saying that it sometimes happens after you go to Concord. I'm out of copper. That means I can't make any lights. Yeah, that's what I was talking about how I wish they had made that scrappable too. But they didn't. A little bit. Especially if you're doing survival mode. But, in general, when it comes to being able to play a modded game, it really doesn't give you much. Right now, I'm doing the decorations and beds for the bunkhouse, and I made the bunkhouse bigger than I could have because I made individual beds for everybody instead of doing bunk beds, so that I don't have to go in there, pick up a bunk bed, and put it back. That's the only way to get Sturgis to recognize that you actually made the beds in the quest once you get there. Yeah, because sometimes the some bunk beds don't register when he asks you to make beds. Unless you actually make the beds while he's in Sanctuary already. But I pre-make Sanctuary, so... I always pre-make Sanctuary. What? That's weird. Sun's coming up in Sanctuary again. I explained to everybody yesterday, I believe, that I couldn't play my survival game anymore because I accidentally deleted the save file. Yeah. And this is too narrow for this. Oh! Okay. Or at least I will be. I had to expand a part of my porch for my sanctuary build, yeah, because it wasn't quite big enough to put the patio furniture in. Just out of reach. But not the chair. There we go. Yeah, I always save for the patio chairs and one of the patio tables that you can find in the backyards of Sanctuary to build a little, picnic area, because I also save one of the grills, so I don't have to build, make the, take the resources away from the actual building of Sanctuary to make everything look nice and have the settlers have their own little hangout area. It's just like I put in the the weightlifting benches and the seat and the sawhorses, the pommel horses. Not sawhorses, pommel horses. And I've seen them actually use the patio equipment and the workout equipment, so it's not like they're not, doing it. Yeah. Our Dutch visitor is the only person that's come in so far since I've been streaming. And they left fairly early on. I do not know what to tell you, dude. I don't know. Mods are weird. Unless you want it on there, did you want that mod? It happens. Do you know I always put paintings and shit in all of the rooms and all that because it actually adds happiness to your settlement? Yeah. If you put decorations in and you really take the time to make the place feel homey, it actually gives positives to morale and everything. Yeah, should be. He keeps trying to tell me to put a recruitment beacon up to get settlers in here, which I think is actually really funny considering. You have to find it, add it, go into your game, save, go back out, and then go back in. Yeah. You can't just delete it, add it on, then delete it and expect... Yeah. It happens. I just wanted to remind you. Damn. I'm gonna set up my little temporary area in the driveway of that one house, because I'm gonna save up resources for a while before I start building my place in Sanctuary, so that I can get fancy with it. Because I'm gonna need a shit ton of glass. I like putting the all glass floor ceiling windows basically in my bedroom at the very least, and then I like to put the warehouse walls that have the glass windows in them as well. And even though the glass is broken, they still cost glass to make. Yeah. Well, that was rude. The tone of her voice. Yes. Why did they go after the cats anyway? guys have to either get rid of the cats or the dogs, huh? Which one, Peaches or Little Sir? It'd serve them right if she did go nasty on him. Why would she attack you? You're the one that usually runs them off. Why is that part of the dog thing? Oh. I don't know. Yeah. What other kitten? Why? She's got other things on her mind. I said, well, she's got other things on her mind. Still think you should just, you know. Of course, then again, I don't get rid of my dogs, and they piss everywhere too, so. We wouldn't be able to get new animals unless somebody we knew has a litter, because we can't afford to go to the pound and adopt one or whatever. Costs an arm and a leg. I know. You guys said that the entire time. Alright. I gotta go and... Yep. I don't want dog meat just yet. Great, I look like a nerd in a beret. Ooh! Damn. It's not the one I thought it was. I'm just gonna go to get Carla started to go to Sanctuary. And then so basically I'm gonna go talk to her, maybe buy things from her, definitely sell some stuff. And then I'm gonna go back to Sanctuary, to work on my gun before I go to Drumlin Diner.
Huh?
Hi.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Just looking for love, sweetheart.
Boy,
Sure.
but I'll tell you what,
Uh-huh. I've got a few minutes to browse.
always happy to see.
There's supposed to be more than just one stim pack in there. No, I said there's supposed to be more than one stim pack in there. Are Little Sir and Peaches both in your room? Are Little Sir and Peaches both back in your room? Okay. Actually, they will. Yes, if you piss them off enough, they will abandon you permanently. Yep. He was doing it to be a snarky bastard. You know, you should try Travis's terrible tips. Yeah, that's a lot more fun. Especially since it emulates his Before the Confidence Man quest. So he's like nervous and scared of everything. Yeah. The one that is most memorable is he's like, he talks about how things can turn invisible, and he's like, things can do that? Oh my god, we're all gonna die. Yeah. So it's funny. It's all reading, but the guy who made the mod, guy or girl, I just say guy for general, but the person who made the mod, they have already said that they're going to work on getting the DLC included. So like Nuka World and Far Harbor.
Hey, boy.
Yeah.
What are you doing out here all by yourself? You want to come with me, pal?
With how divided the Fallout
Okay, then.
community is about the Creation Club, I would not expect most modders to bother to mod something like that for that stuff. I mean, I'm surprised that a lot of the modders that do make like fix-it things for the skins for the armor and stuff. How there's this one guy who makes mods for every single Creation Club thing that comes through to help fix, as they put it, sloppy connections and stuff in the mod. Or it adds legendary abilities to things. Stuff like that. The only fix-it mod that I use when I'm using a modded game is the one for the tunnel snakes. Yeah. Cool. Yep. Makes your hair look like a mushroom cloud. Damn, I need more gears. Or maybe not. Definitely need more adhesive. For the fact that I'm playing this, trying to do the trophies, I would just mod it and just move on. But I'm trying to do trophies, so I need to not mod the game. Even though it really deserves it. I just hate not being able to fully upgrade my stuff. I don't even care about the XP or the carry weight or anything like that. I can live with all that stuff. It's the fact that I can't fully mod my weapon for the gun for the appropriate level of gun nut that I've got. That drives me crazy because the pistol, you can upgrade your character. You can upgrade the pistol fairly well from just the first level of gun nut. By the second level, you can fully kit out the 10mm pistol for the most part. I think there's one. There's one that requires the third one, but the third level. But it's nothing that it's not that important. You might have yeah, you might want to try an earlier save file, or like you said, starting a new game. And if the guy's still there, I don't know what to tell you. You might have to uninstall and reinstall everything. Which would suck. Because I think that would take you hours because you'd have to re-download all the DLC. Was that a burp or a fart? Okay, you're excused. Aww. Sounds like even with the door closed, she's still too upset to really interact. Okay. And see if the mod stopped or not. Get you. Okay, so you put the mod on, went into the game, made a save. Right? No, I'm asking you what you already did in the process. So like, you went in, put the downloaded and installed the mod, went it back into the game, saved, and then came back in after you uninstalled it again, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that what that is? She's scratching the wall? Mm. Yeah. Most of you cats have been.
No way I could pick this.
You're excused. Mm. Kitty, kitty. Yeah.
Jeff,
Hey, Carla.
back again? Time to do this.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah, keep your shirt on.
Yep. Cool. It's alright. My mind's all like super focused on what I'm doing. I'm not even really talking much right now. And that one hit of my medicine that I took actually helped dull most of the ache out of my shoulder. So, but it also made my mind slow down and focus. So I'm like, just processing and thinking about the game, and I'm not all over the place, which can be a drawback considering. I'm on my way to Drumlin Diner and then Grey Garden so that I can finish setting up Sanctuary a little bit. I still need a shit ton of glass. But try completely deleting it. Does it ask you about the mod when you go back into your game? Try completely deleting, not just you know, disabling. Was it completely deleted off your machine when you started your new game? That is so weird. Yeah, you might have to completely uninstall and reinstall the game, and then never use that mod again. It's probably why the Stingwing started attacking you, is because it's there, but it's not at the same time. Yo, your theme? Yeah, I remember you told me. Dogmeat, did you take the meds out of that box? No, you did not. You moved the box, and the meds fell out of the box into the ground. Quick save.
Deal, Fruity. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison-shilling chem pushers anything. You
Whoa, easy there, Bolt Boy. This doesn't involve you.
You stop waving that gun in my face, or it's gonna involve me.
Okay, just take it easy. We'll lower our weapons, all right? Just don't do anything crazy.
What's going on here?
It's a simple business. I tried reasoning. Want to make some easy...
I'll talk to her.
Appreciate it.
Uh-huh.
Quick save room for my quick save. What? It's typical.
Well, hey there, pup.
Yeah, because you have to wait for it to all come back, huh?
Hey.
I can't wait to see the crows feeding on that scumbag.
You got things covered for me?
Yeah.
Half an hour, pup.
It's been a while to get off the cats, but we'll make it. Now, let's get back to business.
Let's see what you have.
All salvage, but nothing's junk.
Yeah. Final Fantasy VII is your favorite, even over 15? But 15's really good. Yeah. Okay. Probably. Some of that sounds like uh Alan Wake, which is funny to me. Mm. Well, that's what the new one's supposed to look like. Apparently. You can look up what year and stuff it's gonna come out on your phone, dude. Mm. Mm. God, I wish we could afford to go to that thing. Yeah, just like the San Diego Comic Con. I wish we could go to that too. Yeah, that's true. It's just like we should visit Vegas, not to gamble or anything, but just to go there and to look around and stuff. Because there's other things other than gambling in Vegas to do. Yeah. No, they have rides. Yes. They have rides, they have a water park, they have an actual, like, at least the last time I looked up, they have this musical water fountain thing. You know, that you can go and see it. I think it was at the Bellagio, but don't quote me on that. Yeah, because gambling is gambling is the biggest draw to Vegas for most people, but for me, I want to go and take my picture with the sign and stuff. You know, the Welcome to Vegas sign. I want to take a picture with the Elvis impersonator, you know, stuff like that. Maybe. It's still just a maybe. No, the Master System was.
Oh boy, you may want to keep.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not worried about it.
That's the first one I played.
Got my gun.
With the espers and all that stuff.
Here, have the rest. And if you happen to see that,
I tried playing 10, but the Blitzball just drove me crazy. And then 9 was... I played a little bit of 7, I played a little bit of 8, I played a little bit of 9. 15 was the first one that I actually really liked. And...
got it.
Mhm. Yeah, a friend of mine did that too. He collected all of the he collected all the materia. He collected the Ultima Sword. He did, you know, all of the stuff that was really hard to do. Because he beat the game. What he did is he beat the game once, and trying to be as thorough as he possibly could, and then he would look stuff up online, or he would get the game guide and use it to help him get the rest of it. Sometimes he would just grind over and over and over again trying to find everything. I couldn't do that. To this day, I still, you know, can't really grind that much. You know me. it bores the shit out of me doing the same thing over and over and over again in a game. You know, Fallout's different for me when it comes to that. I don't know that much about it. Final Fantasy VII, I mainly watched my friend play. When I played it myself, I got as far as that I remember getting to the Undercity. Hmm? Yep. I need a right leg, right? Yep. That was the only thing I'm missing from our...
Hey.
Wait. I need them in order to make leather. For my upgrades for my armor.
That's okay, because he only serves one thing. If you hung out with me, you could write a song.
Yes, I did. Okay. I'm going to Grey Garden to get food to plant at Sanctuary, and I'm also going to be looking around for glass and stuff here and at the house over there to help me finish up my Sanctuary build for just the settlers, not for myself, because this is a vanilla game, non-modded. It's going to take a lot longer for me to build up the supplies I need to build my personal residence.
Bring me some meat fruits for Steve, and there'll be plenty to go on it.
Off you go. I like these bots. Okay. Oops. It's considered stealing if I pick up anything. God damn it.
Catch the meat fruits. That's the way.
That means I have to go over here. I'm so used to that being a settlement by the time I pick anything up.
Lock's really strong.
Hmm. Okay. Excuse me. Now, let's see. Just checking out here. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go. We'll wait. Quick save, real quick. And then we're gonna follow the road here underneath. I'm gonna see if I can find a way up to the second floor of this place over here, near where that fucking brain's not working. Where the helicopter there is. I know it's not called a helicopter, it's called something else here, but in this game, but my brain is saying helicopter. I knew it. It's right near where the red scorpion usually spawns. This way. Full set of power armor. Now I can fast travel. Well, I could fast travel before, but I wanted to get that power armor since I was already here. It's always a full set of something. This was T45 since I'm so early on in the game. It can be a full set of T51. I'm pretty sure it'd probably end up being a full set of XO1 if you waited long enough. But I already know where to get a set of XO1. Guaranteed every single time. But you have to wait until you're at least like, I don't know, level 30, I guess, is right around there. Mm. Copper. At least I got some of it started up on for the lights. This is why vanilla games drive me crazy after I've beat the game. Because it's a pain in the butt. To do all this. Welcome back. Leveling's so much slower. I know, I am dealing with it. I'm just saying, it's so much slower now. Dogs and my mom. She's like, I'm just standing up. It's not the end of the world. Stop it. It's just like Ducky was out here about a half hour ago whining up a storm because he couldn't get to me. And I told him that it would only be about a half hour longer, and he still was whining because he doesn't understand. That could be very much what's going on, but at the same time, he's just stubborn. In general. Well, I ate like 4 of them. Oh. Yeah. Jack says hi, Mom. Okay. Even if he came out here, he wouldn't be able to hold it. He doesn't have opposable thumbs, Mom. If it's Gibbs, he'd drink it. Mom was trying to convince Gibbs or Ducky to come out here and get her coffee for her. Not only that, but Gibbs would come out and drink it. It wasn't kennel cough that was causing the problem. It's the same kind of thing he has when we burn incense in the house. No, it was from the orange spray. It was affecting my breathing too. Dougie, just like me, he's sensitive to strong stuff. So like, strong incense will make him breathe funny. Strong orange, the buildup of the orange chemical spray that we use, it's all natural. It doesn't hurt much anything but ants, but stuff like that. He gets sick. We can't burn incense in the house with him, because I had really nice sandalwood cone incense, and I burned one, and he started breathing funny, like hardcore could not breathe funny. And so we had to like get rid of it. I ended up having to give the incense holder and all the cone incense to my neighbor Rick for them to burn at their house, because I know that they burn incense there too. I still have some incense that I can burn, but only if I close my door and my window's open, so I can only really burn it in the summertime. So. But it makes my room smell nice. Now this is where the only Hot Rodder magazine that I've memorized is, guys. Yes. Right here on the table. $35 an issue for Hot Rodder magazine. Take the tape out. Do not start the Sentry with the tape still in. We'll regret it. He will not recognize you as a friendly.
Hey. Over here. Wait there.
I'm letting the Sentry bot kill all of the mole rats at the robotics disposal yard. Yeah, because if you grab the holotape and you use it in your Pip-Boy, the thing will not attack you. Yeah, the Sentry will see you as a friendly. and you can control it. So I have it kill all the mole rats, and then I have it explode. Because you can tell it to self-destruct.
Heads up. Come on.
And then you can collect the fusion cores and all that stuff from it. Almost forgot. Yeah. I was just telling everybody that once you self-destruct the thing, you can collect the fusion cores and stuff out of it. Yeah, because it usually has 1 to 2, sometimes 3 fusion cores inside of it after you have it explode. And then right across from the robotic disposal yard is actually a power armor set. It's a partial set. I in the stream while you were gone, I showed everybody where a full set of power armor always spawns near Grey Garden. Yeah, it spawns to whatever level you are. So it's right now, so it was just a T45 armor, but it'll actually spawn T51 and all that. You got exploded into chunks, and your dog is retarded. The attack dog that was traveling with the... Of course, dog meat didn't show up until after I killed the attack dog, so, you know, whenever I ever, you know... I have a special dog, too. And Dogmeat now has his red bandana and goggles without ever actually going into Concord. Yeah, because all it is a pair of welding goggles, which you can find on raiders fairly often, and then a red bandana, which you can find on raider dogs sometimes. Which I just killed a raider dog without it really knowing what I was doing. That was funny. Wow, good job, Dogmeat. He actually killed a raider all on his own. Yeah. I somehow got a fat man from somewhere. Oh, right, from the disposal yard. Oh, there's a fat man and a mini nuke there. I totally forgot I picked that up. Obviously, since I'm like, where did that come from? Yeah, I'm a little brain dead right now, apparently. Gotta go this way. No, obviously not, if I totally forgot that I picked up a fat man. obviously I'm not okay. I'm trying to get back to Sanctuary before I say good night to the stream. I don't know why this has to be done. I just do it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I picked up some stuff that might help me finish up my Sanctuary build. It's pretty much done. I'm going to go get Sheffield in a little bit before I go to Concord so that I can finish fleshing out the garden plots. But for the most part, it's done. I just have to put lighting in, which means copper and glass, and then I want to up the amount of turrets that are in here, so that Marcy's not complaining about, you know, how undefended they are or whatever. Because I really do not want to listen to her talk down to me. Really don't. Yeah. And she tends to do that, you know. Alright, that reminds me, I have to give Dog Meat his teddy bear.
Heads up.
Happy Dog Meat. Okay. I have enough copper right now to do the first string of lights inside the bunkhouse. Yeah, just one. I need one. I need two more in the hallway, and then 6 for, you know, in the rooms, because there's 6 rooms. And then I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Basically, I need like 10 to 12 copper to finish up what I'm doing. It's not the glass I'm out of now. I've got like 135 glass. I need copper. So, anyway, going to save this game, and then we will be out of here. Alright, you guys, I hope you're having a great time watching me play, learning little techniques and locations. I know I keep playing the beginning of the game over and over and over again, and I'm so sorry. But this game will actually go through everywhere you can find a magazine. It will go through, you know, basically the whole shebang. I'm going to be playing the entire game, leveling up this character, and collecting things, and getting the Nuka World trophies finished. I will talk to you guys on Monday, and I hope you have a great weekend. Say goodnight, Jack. I will talk to you guys later.